Back here at Union Hills, conclusion to a jam-packed but fun weekend here. We got both title matches. Miguel Espinosa looking to sweep the weekend in the handicap division. We haven't had that in quite a while. He's got to beat Cameron Coleman in this single game match by 40 pins to win. As it stands, he leads by only 7 with 3 frames to go, so he's got to step on the gas right here if he wants to earn back-to-back wins, and not a strike there either. It is super, super hard to win one of these tournaments once. It is really hard to win back-to-back. You got to be bowling great, have everything go your way, and it's just got to kind of all come together. That's why it happens so rarely. Regardless, first and second would be a Mafia-approved finish, no matter what. It's looking like that might be the case, as Cameron Coleman has had the day of his young bowling career. He's only been bowling a little over a year. I overheard a rumor that he went to Subway at like midnight last night.
Sonic.
Sonic! Oh!
Sonic.
We can't plug Subway for no reason. Had a late Sonic dinner. That seemed to have keyed his bowling today. A lot of people bowled fantastic today. Scores were really high. It was one of the softer ratio patterns we put out all year, and these guys are so good. They just took full advantage of it. Right now he's in position to win this match scratch. Claim victory number 1. It'll be his first title, but not his first victory around here, as he almost swept the raffle in December in the doubles. Got all the basic fundamentals, looks good. I know he's excited and happy about it. To the right, that's the scratch division title match just getting started. As Speedy B, Brandon Rother, having an outstanding sort of breakthrough season. He's up to 6 career titles. Going up against a young man who has been close to victory but hasn't had one yet. Dante Uribari from El Paso, now bowling for Grand Canyon. Looking to finally get win number 1 in a long JBT career. He's been bowling this since he was a little bitty handicap kid out in Texas. Bowled Survivor, so the low game on each pair every game was eliminated, carving people down little by little until these are the 2 bowlers that remain standing in each division. All wrapped up in the subdivisions as Corinne Marquez did something that hasn't been done in a while, beat Caitlin Avagana for a girls title, as she did that earlier today. U17 went to Jason Gutzeit, who just finished off beating Harper Schmitz for that subdivision. Jason qualified first today in the entire scratch division, so great event for him. Well, Miguel not up to the games that he's been bowling previously. He's been on fire, but just didn't have the look this time in single game title matches. These things can happen. He might make this though, no. Yeah, really. But by far, probably actually. Well, he had 7 out of 8 200s or something yesterday. I saw that when I was typing them in. I'm sure most of his games are 200 plus today. There's what he had been doing all day long. Well, when you're a competitor, second feels like you finished last, but cool off for about half an hour, you realize what a great weekend they had. The Mafia is proud, I'm sure. Always. The Mafia went to Ray's Pizza last night down the street, which let's just say it entertained the staff at Ray's Pizza. Yep. Can we just go there and leave that where it stands? Sounds good.
The Mafia met the Mafia.
Very nice. So Brandon, we're talking about having really a breakthrough season this year. He had just hoped to make a couple finals in scratch. Instead, he's already won twice in scratch, coming back in San Diego, sweeping that weekend. You see where the Speedy B nickname comes from. He doesn't waste a lot of time between shots. He just goes up there and fires it. Unhappy with that 6 count, but he's on a strike, so doesn't lose any count. We'll have a tie game after 2 frames. Big thanks to the whole crew here at Union Hills for hosting us. 100 bowlers today after 105 yesterday. Big weekend. Yikes. Good time for that 7-9 from Cameron, as he's going to bowl a 170 scratch and claim JBT win number 1. A lot of people sticking around on a Sunday afternoon. I guess they don't want to go out in the weather. Just going to hang out. A lot of veterans did well, a lot of rookies did well. This guy's Jacob Vasquez. I guarantee you're going to see this name again. Finished up in 3rd. There you go. Mama says, hey, camera's on, kid. There you go. Understood. Very impressive rookie performance from him. Some two-hander, as so many of the kids are these days. A lot of power. That's a big ball he's throwing right now too. Just firing at what's left of the oil. 4-pin this time. Much easier than the cluster. He got to kind of test this part of the lane when he shot the last spare, so this should be a spare 95% of the time, and I don't jinx him out of that. All right, JBT boys in the handicap division, we're all wrapped up. Your runner-up today was your champion yesterday, first and second in a huge field. It's a great weekend. Give him a nice hand, Miguel Espinosa. Handicap division champion was fantastic all day long. He finishes off with the win there to capture his very first career JBT title. Cameron Coleman. Stick around if you can and cheer on our scratch finalists. Should be a great one here between Dante and Brandon. Dante, no problem with the 7. The Deadwood wasn't touched in the back of the pit until after the result of the play, as they say, so that's not a violation. He remains clean, and that remains a 1-pin match.
Cameron's the mafia killer. Took out 3 of my kids.
Wow.
Took out Abby, took out Brock, he took out...
The counter-assassin.
He did.
Pretty shot there from Dante. Dante, I believe it's safe to say, has his moments of high intensity. Confirm? Yes.
Yeah, baby.
He is a determined young man, and right now looks great. As he starts Dutch, really has the left lane locked to see if he can work on zoning in the right lane in the second half of this title match. Contrast in styles where Dante's a little more cerebral, Brandon just gets up there and slings it. I like that. Equally effective, slaps that 10-pin out, keeps it a 1-pin game. Tour rolls on to San Diego, or the San Diego area next week, and Oceanside on Saturday, El Cajon on Sunday. Assuming we don't get snowed out, or whatever the heck's going on in California right now. Bring your shovels. We've only been snowed out twice in 27 years, and it's not going to happen next week. Nate wants a little camera time. All right. Catches the double. Speedy B loves it. Brent's running around. It's another day at a bowling alley, Josh. Dante, part of the extremely successful GCU program, ranked top 10 this season again in the rankings. Coach Ben Canfield, a 20-some-odd time JBT champ. I feel like he's taken an already good physical game and really started to polish it. I like what I see out of him. Go! Ah! Rother slaps his 10 out. Dante does the same thing to that one. Both these guys, just like just about the whole tournament today, are going to hit the pocket 95% of the time in this pattern. It's really just a matter of zeroing in on your carry. One of the softer patterns we put out all season. We'll pay it back later on down the road. We can guarantee you that. Grab 11-pin lead. You bet.
Dante!
Lots of lopes sticking around cheering him on. Sorted other
College
yes,
collegiate
collegiate.
friends.
Oh, sorry. Mike Jones in the house. Well.
I did all right.
Ooh. A little right, and even though that's where the friction is, unless I'm wrong, you know equipment more. I mean, he's using such a big ball that ball is, yeah, the ball kind of bled off on him, and that's why even though he hit the friction, it doesn't come back hard. The ball literally it's literally actually burning up. Yeah, it's actually physically what's happening to the shot there. No problem with the two.
At the same time, though, if you use something weaker to get into that spot, it's overhooking.
Right.
Trying to find a nice.
Yeah, at that speed, I think it's a fine choice. Yeah, use something weaker, and you might go bucket when you miss left, and four-pin if you're lucky when you miss right. Really, if he just keeps this anywhere in the oil till the time of the break point, he's going to be okay. Just like that. That was way left of what he intended, and even that big a ball just sat there. That's why the scores were high all day long. Dante, much lower rev rate, using, I don't really know that equipment. It's clearly weaker. He's got kind of a funny release. He's got a little, it's weird because it's up the back, but it's got like a twirl to it. It's a kind of good combination of both of those things. So he can get the ball to push through the heads when they get a little choppy. And still plenty, of course, to carry in the back end as he's working on 3 in a row and a 12-pin lead here in the title match.
Oh, baby! Yeah!
Tell you what, Urabari just finished his follow through, then he just stood up and stared at that thing. He knew that was dead flush in the 1-3. It did. 22-pin lead. 3 frames to go. Title achingly close. What's next for the lopes? Sectionals? Is that up next? And that's where this year?
2 weeks. And for us, it's in Dallas.
Dallas. Close. Oh, man. That ball, just the high flush. Dead perfect shot. The stone 7. There goes Brent again. I'm very confused. The stone 7-9 were the last 2 pins to fall. That's how hard that ball hit. Point being, they did fall, and point being, Brandon's got to play catch up now. It's close. You bet. Brandon can make those things look like twigs back there. He still got room for 248. Dante pacing only 239, so this is absolutely still up for grabs. These ninth frames are so vital in these scenarios. He strikes here, anything can happen. He doesn't strike here, it's close to over. That's how important this shot is right here. Holds the follow through. Oh no! That might have been his best shot of the match. He posted that thing. Just did the hold, and the pins do not give him any love. Wow, and he knows it. Frustrating.
The difference between a big early ball and a weaker ball.
Good point.
2 ways to attack it.
Got to make your spare, though, just to keep Dante honest here. He will. Sure. Brent, you've been running all over the approach on lane 15. What the heck is going on over there?
Payne wants me to bowl with them, so I have to run back and forth just to see the title match and bowl with them.
Are you satisfied with that answer? I'm not.
No.
Okay.
He's just running in the same direction. He's not running back.
Yeah.
Maybe the theory is just like in an airplane with the kids, you're burning off some steam before a 6-hour ride to Los Angeles. Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Pretty much.
Talk about Dante being a cerebral bowler. He has the presence of mind to take a re-rack here and not get too caught up in the moment and bowl his regular game, keep his pre-shot routine the same. 2 good shots here, and he's a JBT champion. Oh, baby. A lot of big games are keyed by A- shots that strike instead of 8 or 9. That was the shot right there. He got the light hit to carry that ball at its last bit of rotational energy. Just enough to get the 4-7 over, and now he needs to stay behind the line. Which I'm going to make it doubly sure of. Sorry with it. Strike with anything now. Well, it was within a mark after 5, and then Dante did not stop striking. Goes all the way off the sheet. This will be 270 with the fill here. And we will switch his June entry from the non-champs to the champs. 268 will do it. If you think that a junior tournament title, and junior's in our name, doesn't mean anything, even when you're at the collegiate level and dabble in adult stuff, I give you that moment right there. Speedy V finishes out with an excellent runner-up performance. No shame in that whatsoever. Get some love. There's Dude-Site RU17 winner. We'll do it all over again in California in 5 days. Good stuff to finish up the weekend in Phoenix.